Welcome back to the IFO studio. This is Voice of the Week Challenge. Let's meet our contestant. Please. Hello, Phương Anh.
Hello, Ms. Tung and the guests as the judges today. My name is Phương Anh. I am 19 years old and currently I am a freshman at Hanoi University of Education.
Ooh, smooth.
Yeah.
You look ready.
Yeah, a little bit nervous right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, we're not going to be the judges. You're going to be judged by our very own Phil Honeywood, CEO of Australian Education Association of Australia, from Australia.
Okay.
All right, so no pressure. And let me read you the topic for today. I'm just going to say first, right off the bat, it's pretty long.
All right.
So, Australia is a place of great opportunity where people from anywhere in the world can pursue their studies and ambitions and careers in any field that they choose. What do you know about its diversity? Okay,
so let me start my presentation right here.
Please.
Okay.
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, so let's start back from 3 years ago when I was in 11th grade in NHT High School, stands for Nguyễn Tất Thành High School in the city of Hanoi. Our school was introduced many study programs in Melbourne University, and that was also the first time I had a lot of impression on Australia. And since then, I tried to get to know many things about Australia, about the people, the places, the education, and the job opportunity in there. And the thing that intrigued me most was the education, always, because for that I had heard a lot of good rumors about the education system in Australia. So I tried to figure out the school system in there. So the school system is actually similar across the country with minor variation between the state. And the school system is compulsory until 16, and almost children in Australia start their education at 5, which refer to as either kindergarten and prep. School system in Australia runs over 13 years, including primary, secondary, and tertiary education, including higher education and vocational education. And there are so many reasons why for international students to choose Australia as the place to pursue and acquire higher education, to settle down or something, because you know, in Australia, it has many top universities. There are 43 universities in Australia, including 40 Australian, 2 international, and 1 private university. And there are also many various majors for international students to choose. For example, health and medicine are a very common major in Australia. Also, the media and communication, and the business study, and law and legal study as well. The last thing I want to mention about Australia is the job opportunity. The job opportunity in Australia is diverse, and the fact that in Australia there is no low unemployment rate, just high economic growth, and high salary, wages, and good working condition in there as well. Nowadays, there are many companies in Australia. They are recruiting postgraduate as interns to work for their company for about 6 to 8 months before they officially be the member in the company. So yeah, I think that is all I can say about my speech today. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Say no more. Sold. Sign me up.
Okay.
I mean, she made Australia sound like utopia, right? So obviously you know a lot about Australia.
I know just a little bit, not too much, because like I haven't been to Australia because.
What?
Yeah, because I actually almost an international student, but a pandemic.
Okay.
Try to delay everything.
Okay, so I mean, for someone who hasn't been to Australia, you just went on stage and launched into a panegyric to Australian greatness that I don't think even people who have been to Australia can present. So Phil Honeywood, our judge for today, has been listening, and I'm sure he's thoroughly impressed. Let's hear his thoughts.
Ms. Phung Hung from Tana Education University did a really good job in talking about her knowledge of Australian education system. She explained very clearly and in beautiful English language that the different states of Australia have their own school education systems, but that you still qualify, it doesn't matter which city or state you study in, you still qualify with an Australian Certificate of Education, and that all universities in Australia will recognise that Certificate of Education. So she was very clear about the 13 years of compulsory study from kindergarten to year 12 before you matriculate into post-secondary vocational study or university study. And it was a beautiful presentation, and she'd done a lot of good homework and research to understand the education system in our country.